we absolutely have to talk about this. We gotta talk about what's happening in Japan right now. What's going on, dog? There's something in the water. Because, fam, they are absolutely admiring and adoring, apparently, seemingly, 3D CG animation, bro. Dragon Ball, what have you done? I'm gonna blame Dragon Ball. I'm gonna blame Dragon Ball. Hear me clear. I'm blaming Dragon Ball for this one. This is Dragon Ball's fault. The moment they decided, yo, let's give it a shot with 3D CGI. The moment maybe some early numbers show that the West really cares, dog, it's over. It's over. It's over. The only thing we could, I guess, kind of sort of hope for, and even then that's a sticky situation, is that AI 2D animation really comes in quick. That way it'll be cheaper still to produce 2D animation over 3D CG. But in terms of 3D CG success, look at Slam Dunk right now, dog. Slam Dunk yet again, tearing it up, passing Dragon Ball Superhero in Japan. Like, this is absurd. Because apparently, according to the Japan box office, the first Slam Dunk maintains its #1 position for 5 consecutive weekends. 5 weekends, people have ran out to watch this 3D Slam Dunk movie and kept it at #1. Where are we in society right now? The momentum continued even during the New Year's break. In the 5th week, the first Slam Dunk, the new anime feature film adaptation of Takahiko Inoue's basketball-themed sports manga in the 1990s, still earned an impressive 362 million yen, about $2.75 million, on 276,000 admissions, maintaining its #1 position for 5 consecutive weekends. In 32 days since its release in Japan on December 3rd, the 124-minute film, oh wow, that's over 2 hours, made $50 million on 4.6 million admissions to become the 4th top grossing Japanese anime film of 2022. Coming in second was still Makoto Shinkai's latest feature, Suzume, which stayed on the same position for 5 weekends. In other words, the first Slam Dunk and Suzume have kept their 1-2 position for 5 weeks, beating James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of the Water. That is huge. In third for 3 times, Suzume earned 245 million yen, about 1.86 million on 199,000 admissions in its 8th weekend, bringing its total to 85 million. Yo, Makoto Shinkai, they making sure they're gonna keep him as a top dog. Now it has become the 12th top grossing Japanese film of all time, behind Hayao Miyazaki's The Wind Rises that came out in 2013 and did 12 billion yen. Dog, what's in the water in Japan, bro? I don't care though. No. Next thing you know, they're gonna tell me that the 7 Deadly Sins movies that are on Netflix right now are the greatest thing they've ever seen. That 3D CG really just, it did it for me, lad. And I do all of that absolute silliness to say that I don't understand this, dog. What's happening? I feel like, to a certain degree, the honest truth, 3D CG, we're not only seeing the beginnings of it, it is making major waves. Like, this is gonna be, I could see by like 2026, 2027, a large percentage of the anime being created being 3D CG, and that's scary, because if Slam Dunk is able to do 5 consecutive weekends, all they gotta do is just keep tweaking the 3D CG. They're already basically there. They've already accepted this is the route we're going on. We got Dragon Ball Superheroes, we got this, we got Pyro that's hiring 3D CG animators, we got, you know what I'm saying, the 3D CG virus, you can't ignore, and it's clear with this one. It's here. And I say virus like this is the worst thing in the world. Like, I did like Superhero. I ain't gonna cap on that. I've said it before, but I don't know. That Slam Dunk movie still look rough to me. And the fact that it's beating out Superhero in Japan. And what? Okay, before we get started, if you would hit that subscribe button, that bell to get notified. We drop new episodes of Forever News every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST. And throughout the week, we re-upload those segments for your viewing pleasure. Please hit them buttons. You benefit from it. I'd benefit from it. We all win. But now let's get into it. Okay, next up, My Hero Academia fans. In case you don't know, season 6 is underway. We just wrapped up the midway point for season 6. And apparently it seems as though My Hero Academia is going to be getting a new ending and opening. But there's something interesting, and it's probably that they're going to be putting a lot of works for the second half of season 6. Maybe you wasn't a fan of the war of season 6 so far, but based on what they're doing, and I'll explain in a second, it might actually look really gorgeous or something. Because again, there was a preview of Saturday's episode of My Hero Academia season 6 part 2 with Ochako looking desperate. There's going to be a new ending by Kitakaze by Six Lounge, and the opening artist is... And of course, this will be Saturday. And the thing about it is that why aren't they saying the opening artist? They always say who the opening artist is. That means that they're probably going to get a big group or a big singer to do the song, because they're probably putting in all the works. I mean, alone, based off that preview, that shot of Ochako looks great. Deku looks okay too. So I'm going to throw my hat in the race and saying that Season 6 of My Hero Academia is where Bones is going to pour all of their love into making it the anime that a lot of people wanted the first half to be, and just in general what it deserves. Also because now that Studio Bones doesn't have Mob Psycho 100, they might take more of the talented staff from them and allocate them over to My Hero Academia, because them teasing an opening artist, like, they never do that. So they're probably going to make these next episodes and this last part of the season special, and I definitely think it deserves it. Honestly, I felt like the first half of the season should have been treated like, yo, this is special, this needs top tier Studio Mappa, Studio Ufotable type of look. But yeah, I'm expecting greatness for the second half of Season 6. Don't let me down, Bones. We don't got Mob Psycho no more to use as an excuse that you have these separated groups. Bring them over. We got an update to a story earlier in this episode regarding My Hero Academia and what's happening at the very least with the artist that is going to be doing the new opening, because My Hero Academia, probably as you're watching this episode right now, you can go listen to it with Season 6 Part 2. There's a new song, but initially they were hyping it, not showing the name of the artist, and personally I felt like, okay, there's probably a big investment in there. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the investment in animation and art, because yeah, it started off with this coming soon, one day later logo that they posted, and then the following day they revealed that Eve will be performing My Hero Academia's TV anime Season 6 second core opening theme song, broadcasting again January 7, 2023, and of course again we already know that Six Lounge will be performing the ending theme, Kitakaze. And initially I was super like, wait a minute, I know the name Eve, what anime have they done? And they've done music on Jujutsu Kaisen, that's a huge one. They've done music on Chainsaw Man, that is enormous. They've done some pretty big titles, not to mention Dororo, which Dororo is absolutely fire. That's, you know, one of those classics, Osamu Tezuka. So yeah, getting Eve on board is a big deal. I'd imagine, as I've been telling people, that with the music industry and the anime industry slowly coming even closer together with Sony's involvement and, you know, buying up everything or whatnot, we're gonna see more music being incorporated in, down to even the press releases. Like, they've always, you know, did press releases for opening and stuff like that. The fact that they were hiding who was the, you know, artist that is going to be a part of this new opening up until literally release time of the opening, that was a little bit peculiar to me personally. I feel like they've done that before, but it just felt like they were trying to get a little more grandiose with it, and considering they got Eve involved, that is a big name. I still really hope that they're going to, you know, kind of use that as, okay, we're hyping this up also because these episodes are really, really good. And what I mean by really good, like, they actually put the time and effort into making these episodes quality, making these episodes something worthwhile in terms of like, oh, come on, Season 6, this was supposed to be that season, and it was still really good. But yeah, I'm hoping the second half is where they decide, you know what, we're gonna put in those people that were animating Mob Psycho 100 onto the project, because it deserves it. But again, we'll see. Either way, Eve will be performing My Hero Academia's TV anime Season 6 second opening theme. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such a odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably repeat, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.